Good morning. Well, hey, everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room, a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where you hang out in here with me. Follow me on my sewing journey. Yeah, joining. And I hope you're inspired to put something under the needle. Oh, my goodness. Great to see everybody here in the chat. Oh, my goodness. You saw an RV from Texas pulling a Jeep. That was not me. Nope, that was not me. Not at all. We flat tow an F-150. I think the battery issue is resolved. So, yeah, you guys go ahead and do a hashtag Power Tools. Today is our giveaway Friday. There is a charm pack and a Villa Rosa design pattern, 4 charm packs in it for you, and U.S. shipping only, please. Good morning. Good morning. Fredo's outside with Keith. He just took her out for her little potty break. So, wow, yeah. Windy here. Oh, my word, it's windy. This bus was just buffeting the wind last night, just moving like crazy. It was nuts. I don't know which charm pack because I don't have it with me, y'all. That was poor planning. We say it differently in the military, but I'm not going to do that because this is a family show. So great time yesterday. We went around and went to the Route 66 Museum, and that was really neat. Enjoyed that a lot. That's something I would have never done if we were not members of this motor coach club. So that's pretty cool. I enjoyed that. And then we had a fantastic lunch at the Route 66 diner. We are in Clinton, Arkansas. That was in Clinton, Arkansas. We're in Weatherford. But that was really nice. Enjoyed it. Took a lot of pictures. Put them on my personal Facebook page for all my old people friends to see. Pretty neat. Continuing to work on the Quilted Snowman. Y'all, yesterday was hard. It was really hard. Yesterday I was talking about ways to be able to stitch down, embroider, digitize, and stitch down that the reindeer block in the Merry Christmas quilt from Amy Bradley Designs. And gosh, so Bonnie's in here. She's part of our group. She's here with me, and her husband Ron watches and in the morning. And I saw him at breakfast, and he was like, "What were you talking about? I could not follow that." I said, "I know." And I really hate it when things are abstract like that. But I was so surprised. You guys are on the ball. Y'all, I got no fewer than a dozen emails of people saying, what if you did this? Or I get it now. Or I think I'm following you. Or how about that idea? And it's just wonderful. So it's that's really cool that you guys are kind of sticking with it. And a lot of people still say it hasn't clicked yet, and that's okay. It will come, right? But I was worried about today being able to actually have our Stitchuation room because we had no internet yesterday. None. Got back yesterday evening, couldn't watch internet TV. Isn't that something? You can't watch TV now without the internet. That's crazy. If you want a TV that doesn't use internet, it weighs 400 pounds. So I love when I do machine embroidery stuff too, Kim. Hey, have y'all seen, lady sent me an email last night about the new, Riley Blake is doing a whole embroidered thing, like embroidery quilts. And they put a video out on it. I did watch that. They're starting with Lori Holt's Hometown. Not the whole quilt top, but it's kind of like a quilt as you go thing where you do the whole block and the hoop and then you would sew it together. So, we got cinnamon rolls in the kitchen. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate that. Y'all, we have a virtual kitchen, just like you have kitchens in any quilting or stitching retreat. Please wander over, hit the thumbs up button on your way in, and say hi to Scotty Dog. She's in there running around doing something. So, yeah, I saw that video, Linda, and it is gorgeous. Did I mean snafu? No, Pamela, I did not. That's a phrase all unto itself. I worked for this lieutenant colonel. He was very Christian, and he was our deputy commander, I guess. And I worked for him in his admin section, and he used the word snafu all the time, the acronym snafu. And I looked at him and I said, "You know what that stands for, right?" He goes, "It means a mistake, right?" I said, "No, it's an acronym. Go look it up." He came back and he said, "I'm never using that term again." Thought that was funny. But my dad was a GI, so I was raised with that kind of lingo. So anyway, yeah, that was a tough one yesterday. And Betsy D sent me an email about possibly cutting out all your pieces and putting them together on that reindeer, putting it together like on an applique mat, right? And then scan all of that. Put that whole piece, if you get it together, scan all of that into your scan and cut, and then maybe you could do an inside outside. So there's that, on the recognition, and then go back and I don't know. I don't know if you have to scan regions for that or what. I don't know. So there's a lot of different options there. I still am of the thought that partially, weld that whole cord first, and then partially put things down and tack them down with the iron to be able to weave in and out. And then all of mine is being done in black thread. So as you get to a part that shouldn't be stitched, just jump over that. I hope that makes sense. So you had no idea. Soap in your mouth. See, Lori? See the things you learn in the Stitchuation room. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. There you go, Patsy. You learned something new today. How about that? It's a military acronym. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that Riley Blake quilt, it's really pretty. It's the hometown. It's smaller than the quilt itself, like the pieced version. Her old method, her traditional method, I shouldn't say old, her traditional method of using her simple shapes. Lori holds simple shapes. It is a smaller, it's almost like a wall hanging size, but they have digitized the entire quilt. And I think they've got it down to where if you have a 5x7 hoop or even a 4x4, it depends on how large your hoop is, because they were talking about embroidery areas that you could stitch inside of an embroidery hoop. So it sounds like they have it. She mentioned 4x4, 5x7, 6x10, 8x12, and I think she mentioned the 9x14. Am I going to do a sew along, Terry? I don't know. I don't think so. If I do, it will be next year. Right now, I got a lot going on. So y'all had asked about quilt-alongs that I'm doing. I've got December 16th starts the, what's it called? The Brightly Sampler. December 16th is the Brightly Sampler out of the Family Favorites book by Sherry and Chelsea. I've got a calendar on my blog, and I need to put that on there. So, and then January, and that's the one I'm doing with Strawberry Lemonade, that starts the 16th of December. So some of you are in Australia and you've ordered the fabric and you want to make sure it gets there in time. So that's why I'm telling y'all ahead of time. And then in January, I'm starting the Quilted Snowman, but I'm doing that. The Fat Quarter Shop is doing that one. So they're driving that train. The Brightly Sampler is mine. Thank you, Candace, for your super sticker. You're very thoughtful. Thank you, darling. Appreciate that. Am I on your monthly budget or something, sweetheart? Now, every Monday, that's going to be the Brightly Sampler, Judy. Yeah, the Brightly Sampler. December 16th is the Monday. So And then I also want to start that quilt wall hanging in January. And that's the one from Shabby Fabrics. You know, before I started the snapplique on the Amy Bradley quilt, which is Happy Halloween and Merry Christmas, and before I started the On Wander Lane series, I got permission from both of those digitizers, those designers. They're not digitizers. Both of those designers, I got permission from them to use their patterns to do this. Thank you, Judy. You're a sweetheart. You're a darling. Thank you. Thank you. So you know, it's just, I've been doing this for so long, it didn't even occur to me. And someone had left a comment below when I mentioned I was doing the quilts wall hanging, and the kits are available at Two Chicks Quilting. So they have kits and they have patterns, and anyway, or you can use your own fabrics or whatever. And somebody mentioned, well, I'm a rule follower and they won't let you digitize their designs. So I did send them an email after the fact, and I apologized. I said I didn't even think about it. So I sent them an email, and I'm waiting to hear back if they will allow me to use their letters, because the only thing that's digitized in that pattern are the letters and the little needle in the Q, right? And then the spool for the eye. So if they come back and decline my request, I'm going to use letters out of the Scan and Cut or out of Canvas to, whatever happened to Lady M? She's here. Debbie, she's here. So I'm going to use letters out of Canvas, and I will find another way to do it. Okay. So I hope that they allow us to do that. Thank you, Helen. That's very thoughtful for your sticker. Gosh, you guys are generous today. Is it payday? Thank you so much, sweetie. Is that your first one? I appreciate you very much. So that's going to, yeah, you can change the font. You certainly can. It's definitely their design and absolutely by their pattern. It's going to tell you how to make the pinwheels, how big to make them and all that. So that's great. But if they don't allow me to scan in their letters to be able to make their designs, then there's, you know, there's another way. So I'm still going to do it. Absolutely going to do it. So just won't use their digitized pattern. So you'd be surprised. And if anything, y'all, that's a learning experience for you guys to look at things. Hi, handsome.
Hello.
Hello. She's already had all her treats. She's going to get another biscuit.
She gets another treat. How about that?
Well, she needs to get her Fredo biscuits. She hadn't been here.
Oh, you gotta get Mama to get Fredo.
Oh, and give that to her. You can't tease her like that. Everybody's saying morning, Keith. Where's my Fredo? Oh, where's my Fredo?
Well, she's eating her biscuit now.
Oh, she's eating her biscuit. All right, you guys. So hopefully, you know, when I send an email to these companies and say, hey, can I use your pattern to be able to do this? See, right now that pattern targets quilters. And if they allow that to happen, to say, okay, you can go ahead and digitize our drawings, they're opening up their company to a whole new customer base of embroiderers, and it's only good for them. I get it that they want to have like a trademark on their stuff. Absolutely. And you're not supposed to share that or sell it, right? It's for you, personal use. But they're pretty adamant about that. So the other thing is today's machines are so advanced that you're going to be able to take that letter for the Q and quilts and put it in Illuminaire, and you can turn that into applique in your machine. So if you've got the Stellaire, Luminaire, the Solaris, the M17 from Janome, there are so many machines on the market now that are doing that I understand that they don't want companies to take their patterns and steal the pattern. Intellectual property theft is what it is. So yeah, Corinne says, do it. They're only letters. No. It's not about, I'm not going to boycott anybody, you guys. Still want to support Shabby Fabrics. They have adorable stuff. I absolutely love their stuff, and I order from them all the time. So I just want you to know that those of you that have concerns about that, because some of you are strict rule followers, and I appreciate that. Then I am too. I won't use their pattern for their drawings, but don't take this wrong, but there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? That old phrase. What are you doing, Fredo? You want a biscuit? You want your Fredo biscuit? You see her ears? There she is. Let me get out of the way. Are you going to come over where people can see you because you're a good girl? Yes. There you go. She went riding with me on my riding. I rode my bike. She ran along beside me on her leash. There you go. Good girl. Yes, good girl. We rode around the park. She loved it. She's such a good girl. So hopefully we get a blessing from Shabby Fabrics for that, because I don't want it to be something weird, right? But anyway, so that's my 2 cents on that for those of you that have already purchased the pattern. Okay. Salute. Give me a hashtag power tools, you guys. We're doing a giveaway today. You're going to get a charm pack and a Villa Rosa Designs pattern that uses a charm pack. So be sure to do that. Where are we up to? Let me check my StreamYard tool. You only need to do it one time. The computer only counts it. 426. Cool. US shipping only, please. So lots of good mornings, Keith. He's probably reading your comments on his phone. So yesterday we came home from doing the Route 66 thing. And let me get these. Okay. Oh, there goes my pattern. Oh, this is for the Quilted Snowman. Let me get it. Ooh, slid right off. So this is for the Quilted Snowman by Lori Holt. This is a sew along, quilt along starting in January. I've got links to it below in the description box. Big quilt, 87.5 by 97.5. Huge. Yeah. This would be cute on a guest bed, right? In the winter through January. Just adorable. So cute. And this uses Hometown Holiday fabric too. That uses that fabric line. It's got 27 snowball blocks in it. So yesterday, let's see. I did. Okay, these were the first 4 right here. Got those done. And here are my second 4. Yay! And they're all correct. So if you look at those, the directional fabric is all correct. Score, right? Love it, love it, love it. So if you're making this quilt, pay attention. Your background fabric is directional. So you're going to want to cut it. I'm not sure how the whole thing's going to look, but I'm going to try as best I can to make sure my directional fabric is going all the right way. And the easiest way to do that is to just fold it diagonally on the little snowball corners and make sure you're folding it the right way before you stitch. That's just the easiest way to do that. Don't just blindly throw it on there and, pray you get it right. You got a 50-50 chance of getting that wrong. But it turned out really well. And they turned out really flat because one of y'all mentioned the Acorn solution. I don't have the pen with me. I don't know where it is, but this is Acorn Easy Press Fabric Treatment. I don't have a link to it. I'll get it. They've got it at Two Chicks Quilting. So if you want to get some, this stuff is fantastic. Like if you're going to get that quilts wall hanging, then you can get this right along with it. And I love this stuff. So what I did was I put it, since I can't find my pen, it's in another Yazzie bag somewhere, you guys. So since I can't find my pen, I poured a little bit in this little water bottle cap, and I used a Q-tip to just dab it a little bit and run it along the seam, and then I ironed it. It worked fine. Make do, right? Is that your truck going off, Keith? I hear a truck alarm.
No.
Nope.
Not my truck. Nobody wants it.
Nobody wants your truck. Okay. I'm going to turn on my machine. So yesterday I spent a little bit of time pre-marking all of my little snowball squares. And this is the method that I use, where you put the ruler corner to corner. I'm going to go over this again because we have new people. So you put the ruler corner to corner, and then you draw the line right next to corner, And then you put a little mark on the piece hanging out from underneath. And this is the side that's going to be cut off because this triangle is smaller than this triangle. This one's just a couple of threads larger because you drew the line next to corner. So you've got the room in the turn of cloth to fold this over and it will fit. That's how you fix your sew and flips so that they fit and don't go wonky on you. Oh my goodness. You like that acorn? You use it all the time. Yeah, I love it. I love it. What am I doing with the quilting? Oh, how is Keith? How are you doing with the quilting? Oh, quitting the cigarettes. He's doing okay. He only gets fussy every once in a while. You have a question about embroidery? You can ask, Corinne. You can ask if you want. If I see it. If I see it, I gotta put on my glasses. Yo, I brought 4 or 5 pairs of glasses with me. Don't you know I can only find one? Okay. Did you? You guys are wearing through your friction markers. I hear ya. I hear ya. Let me put this. I don't know where to put this where it's not going to be a mess. Okay, 1, and put that on. I love this. This little machine has that button. This is the Brother NQ3700D. And it has the button where the foot lifts so that you can pivot with needle down when you stop. I love that. I love that. I didn't realize how much I love that until. What's the best friction marker to use? Linda, I use the friction fine liners. They're in my Amazon store. Friction fine liners. I don't like the friction pens. The pens can ghost. Can I put Keith's meat thermometer in my Amazon store? Oh no. Sure, I'll be happy to do that. No problem. So, yeah, his doctor gave him a whole bunch of the 21 milligram patches, like 4 boxes worth, and then 2 boxes of the 14 and 2 boxes of the 7 or something like that. So 1 box of the 7. Okay. 1. I got to set these out so that I know what I'm doing here. I don't have any space, you guys. This is driving me crazy. All right. So anyway, you guys got big plans for the weekend? We're going home on Saturday. Tomorrow. We're going home tomorrow. You just finished your tree skirt after 10 months. Well, good, Penny. That's awesome. Good for you. It's done in time for Christmas. Yay. You know, you just got to stick with it, right? Little bit at a time, 1 block. So you essentially did like 1 wedge, 1 whole wedge for the month or something, like almost a little bit more than a wedge a month. All right, let me get these straight up. I've got words in my light blocks here. Show you what you're talking about with the NQ3700? Sure. Just a second. Let me set these out. I'm missing a square. Nope.
You did good.
What's going on? Oh, I'm not missing a square. Let me see. It's right. I'm on the sewing, okay, not embroidery. It's this button right here, right in the bottom left corner. And when I stop, so I'm stitching along, and when I stop, it'll stop needle down and the foot will raise. So you can pivot if you want. So that's really handy if you're doing applique the old-fashioned way. So, ooh, scrapping like a lady's going to a retreat. Yay, good for you. That'll be fun. So that'll be a lot of fun. Something fell off the back side. I think it was my scissors. That's fine. No big deal. No big deal.
No.
Did I find the lost square? I certainly did. Yeah, that was I finished those blocks. It was right on the floor where I knew it was, Dave. Exactly where I knew it was. Lost square found. It couldn't go far, not in this motorhome. Okay.
You're spoiled, dog.
Yeah. You're in the middle of 8 squares that are Y seams, Caroline. Oh my word. No, thank you. Are you insane to pick that up? Oh, goodness sakes. No, thank you. Let me get this. Where's my foot pedal? There it is. So, what stitch size am I using? Pamela, it's the width is 2 and the length is 2.0 is what I'm using on this one. Whoop. Okay. I was reading a feed in our Facebook group this morning about suggestions to keep cats, dealing with cats in the sewing room. And it was such a cute little thread. I read all of them. There was like 100 responses to it. And pictures of cats climbing all over everything. Oh, here, I'll show you what that button does. Okay. So let me see if I can point this down so you can see what that button does. Turn this. You're on my laptop, my MacBook. So the needle stopped in the down position and the foot is up. It lifted up. So I'll do the next one and I'll show you how that button works. And a lot of people don't know they have it, and it's a wonderful little feature. So all I have to do, so I don't have the knee lift on, right? So I've lined up my fabric right next to the needle. I'm just going to press the presser foot and the foot will drop and begin to sew. See? Without me having to fiddle with it. So when it gets done, needle down, foot up for pivoting. Fantastic. That is such a handy, handy little feature. I love it. Love it. Okay. Next batch. So I'm doing all 4 of them at one time is what I'm doing. But that is one of my pivot. Yeah, the pivot. That is one of my favorite functions too. I love it. And again, it's designed for applique, but it's very handy. Oh, I'll put this down where you guys can see. Morning. Hi, Lisa. That's Betty Boop, my quilty buddy, Lisa. She told me last night her insurance went up because of the hurricanes. She's over there in northern South Carolina. That stinks. Okay. It's always something. They always want your money. Okay. You love my kitchen? Thank you, Corinne. Yeah, it's nice. This is very comfortable motorhome. Very good. It's a 2011 Winnebago Tour. And we've taken it all over the country. Does the Luminaire 3 have that button? Yes, Kim, it does. Certainly does. I don't use it on the Luminaire because I leave my Luminaire pretty much set up for embroidery. But but it is there. Yes, ma'am. It's the pivot feature. And it's usually right in the same, on the Luminaire, it's in a different spot. You got to go looking for it, but it's very handy. Is my kitchen on a slide? Yes, Wendy, it is. Yeah, this bus has 3 slides. The one on the driver's side is 35 feet long. It's huge. You just got your easy stacks. Oh, good. Awesome. You're going to like them. You see me moving these all around? They're easy stacks. They're wonderful. So the kitchen's on a slide. The kitchen living room area is on a slide, and the bedroom is on a slide. The master bedroom. Okay. This is looking good. Oh, I got my directional things again. I got to pay attention to those. These backgrounds. Oh, Lori's keeping us on our toes with this one, for sure. Uh-oh. What is that doing in there? I got an extra little, Uh-oh. I got the wrong. I can't make this one today. I have to wait to make this one till I get home. I got the wrong piece of pink fabric in there.
Oh, no.
Ah, it happens. No big deal. Not the end of the world, right? Now he's cooking. Yeah. Let's see. Quiche in the virtual kitchen. Ooh, Diane, I love quiche. Keith, get toad fixed. What's toad fixed, Sailing? I think you have a typo, sweetie. It's on your dream machine. Picture of a foot. Yes. Keith, they want to know if you're making waffles for breakfast. No, he doesn't like waffles or pancakes. All right.
I'm in the real kitchen.
He's in the real kitchen, not the virtual kitchen. Yeah. Did y'all not know the Brother Machines had that foot? Oh, you need Kingstar Fast, Kimberly? Get it from Dime, Designs and Machine Embroidery. Their website is DZGNS. You can buy it directly from them. I've got a link below in the description box to their magnetic hoops. And if you click that, it jumps you to their website, and then you can get some of that that thread. But that way you're buying it directly from Dime. You can also get it at All Brands. They have a lot of it. But if All Brands needs more, they're going to order it from Dime. So that's how that works. Let's see. 3. I love this. I'm getting all 4 of these done at one time. Toad is my Toad vehicle. Oh, Wanda. Yeah, he worked that out. What is it you have to do for the battery on the truck?
You got to disconnect each trip.
He's got to disconnect the battery when we get where we're going.
No, you don't disconnect the battery. You got to take it off the bus. You can't leave it connected to the bus.
You can't leave it connected to the bus. Got you. Yeah. He has to disconnect the lights whenever we get where we're going. And then the truck will stop draining. I think that's what it is. So you can either do that manually, or I think there's some kind of switch. I don't know. Yep. Why you love me for what? The other day I mentioned the blue handle scissors with serrated blades. Where did I get them? Carol, that's those scissors for the Laura Heine quilts. And they're called K Tucker something. I can't remember.
Blue handle.
Yeah. I got them at my local quilt store, Scrappy, before they closed. That's where I got them. Toad in the hole. I love that. Yep. Kay Buckley. Thank you, Kim and Patricia. Thank you. Kay Buckley. I was thinking Kay Tucker something. Kay Buckley. Yep. They do a wonderful job precisely cutting out those pieces that you need for those Laura Heine quilts. Now, the class suggested what did they suggest? Thank you, Kathy. That's very thoughtful. Thank you, darling. I appreciate your sticker. Thank you. The class suggested Steam-A-Seam, and I didn't have any. And after buying the mat for $50, I was not going to buy more Steam-A-Seam. I brought a whole bolt of Heat and Bond Light with me. It worked fine. It worked just fine. I know the official method is to use Steam-A-Seam. And I was in there with Claudia, and she was not liking what the Steam-A-Seam was doing to her fingers or her needle on the machine. But, you know, that's what they say. So the instructor said she's an official instructor. So she said, I have to do it the way Laura Heine recommends, because she's a Laura Heine instructor. So, oh, I need to tell you guys, you locals to San Antonio, Valerie is doing, let me get my phone. She's doing the Barnstar quilt class. Let me show you guys the Barnstar. Hold on a minute. It's going to be at Fabric Works. Let me get her text. Sorry. Okay. November 8th. Is it? Oh, it's November 8th. It's a Friday at the Queen's Rustic Retreat in McQueeney, Texas. Contact Sarah at the retreat house. So my sidekick, Valerie, I'm going to get that Barnstar. I want to show you guys what that is. Hold on a second. It's in the front window of the motorhome. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can get that up. Oh, goodness. So you can do any quilt block that you want. This is the one she made for me. Isn't that beautiful? So it's made out of 1/4-inch plywood, okay? And it has kills. You tape the design and then paint it, and it's covered in kills so that it's weatherproof. And she even put a quilt label on there to Becky and Keith. Thank you for your service and all you do for Sew Us Around the World, Valerie, 9/13/2024. Very nice. So this goes with us in the motorhome, so everybody knows there's a quilter on board. Isn't that cool? So she's giving a class to show how to make this November 8th on Friday. And it's at the Queen's Rustic Retreat in McQueeney. So, all right. There you go, Valerie. Done.
Salute.
Salute. All right. Ooh, my house smells good. Keith likes to cook his hot breakfast. So, anyway.
Because my wife don't feed me.
Oh, yeah. You're starving to death, you poor thing. So, no, not talking about Kai scissors. They're the Karen K. Buckley scissors. They are little bitty. They have blue handles. They're medium ones. And they have a serrated edge. I don't know if Kai has some that are serrated or not. They might. I love my Kai. I loved them. Used them to death. Okay. All right. See, I've got this long string of things here that I'm sewing. Have to keep them straight. Plenty of food in the virtual kitchen, Keith. Made by Margie says.
Well,
you met Margie at El Campo.
Oh.
Yep. She's the lady with the long braid down her back.
I need real food.
Yeah, he doesn't like virtual food. They do have some serrated ones, Linda. Thanks. Yeah, I figured they did. So, what was Keith's job in the Air Force, Dave? He was a C-130 loadmaster. He can pack a moving van like nobody's business, believe me. Let's see. Get that straight. He's got 4,000 hours on C-130s. 14 years at Little Rock. You're welcome, Cynthia. You having fun? I'm having fun. Let's see. How do I mark my 1/4 inch? I'll show you. I have some paper tape on the bed of my machine right here. You can't see it, but I drew a straight line with a ruler. Maybe you can see it if I pull this door and turn. Can you see the tape on there? It's hard to see for y'all, but there's 3 lines 1/4 inch apart. Center is on needle center, and then 1/4 inch to the left and 1/4 inch to the right. It works great. I didn't have any diagonal seam tape with me, so I just did that. Make do, you guys. It's the same, right? what was my job and when. Whitney, I was a medical admin my whole 20 years. 83 to 03, I did medical admin. Did I do that right? I feel like I'm missing a piece somewhere. Mm-hmm. Right. I've been talking and now I'm messed up. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So let's see. How did Keith and I meet, Becky? At work. Yeah. I had PCS'd in from the Azores and he was there. It was at Brooks Air Force Base back when it was still Brooks in San Antonio. Let's see. What am I doing here? Do I have this right? Yes, I do. I have it right. So Sherry wants to know how much extra footage does the slide give us side to side? It's 3 feet on each slide, right, babe? Approximately 3 feet on each side. Yeah. So 6 extra feet in width. Yeah. It you like my t-shirt? Yeah. This is that woolly wall hanging from Corey Yoder. I'm wearing 2 shirts, y'all. It's cold. My goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's cold. All right. Pin these together. Time to get my nests working. So I'm pushing the nest right up next to each other. Okay. And then pin at a diagonal on the 45 so I can stitch 1 to 2 stitches over the nested seam line and then pull the pin and put the ends together because they're so small, and then do this other one as well. So I've got 3 pins on this little bitty. Okay. But I don't want them to mess up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Betty Boop's right. Fredo goes everywhere with us. If Keith can't bring Fredo, he doesn't want to go, except for cruises. Although we saw a dog on a cruise last time we were on it, and he's like, I wonder if I can get Fredo on the cruise. I don't think she would care for that a whole lot. Okay. They even have little fake grassy areas for dogs on cruises. Isn't that something?
I don't think they're for dogs.
You don't think they're for dogs? They could be, right? Okay. Okay. You lived on Camp Lejeune from 82 to 88? Awesome, Mary. Good for you. Okay. I have a situation here where I've got mismatched pieces. And I got to figure out what goes with what because I got myself confused. I was doing too many of them.
Bring out the ripper.
Cruise ships can have mascot dogs that live on them. Really? That's cool. You need tips and tricks to pack for the sewing cruise. You've never been on a cruise and you're stressing. Oh, Precious, you don't need to do that. Bring your whatever you like, your scissors, your favorite snips. They're gonna have kits and projects to do, and they have kits for that. So they provide the thread. They provide everything. So your favorite little notions, your seam ripper, your favorite snips and scissors, maybe some embroidery tape. They have that too, but it's always good to have your own, that kind of thing. You don't really need a whole lot. All right. I got to figure out what I did wrong here. I'm pretty sure I did something wrong. Yeah. Pretty sure I did something wrong. I got to look at the book and see what goes with where, because I've got the brown with that background and I don't remember what it goes with. So I know what that goes with. Let me look at my book. What's so funny? He likes taking her everywhere, but then I'm all, I don't want to do a back-to-back cruise. And he says, I do. So Fredo stays at home for 2 weeks. Where'd my pattern book go? That fell off. Oh, here it is.
You're just losing your whole house there. What's going on?
I know. Go down and bother Ron, would you?
No, Shirley.
He's up. I know he's up. There's my pattern book. Do you need to bring your own machines? No, ma'am, you do not.
No.
Nope. They'll have machines there for you. Yeah. Okay, let me look and see. Bless you. All right. Number 9 goes with
Number 8.
these. And the middle on number 9 is the yellow. What'd I do? All right, these all go together. That's good. Okay, and these all go together. Got it. Did not mess up. Yay. So, yeah, those of you that have been on sewing cruises along with me, and Persia's distractions, she's asking, what should she bring? So those of you that have been on there before, let her know what you found helpful. Be nice. You were on the Scan and Cut cruise, Carrie. You had to bring your own machine. That's true. On the Scan and Cut, you did have to bring your own Scan and Cut. Yeah. But you don't have to bring an embroidery machine. I know. So you guys are all going to meet each other probably on the cruise. Awesome. That'd be fun, won't it? How nice is that? We got people here.
I'll be there.
Keith will be there. Yeah. Keith will be there. No irons. Yeah, no irons. That's right. And y'all, if you bring a rotary cutter, check it in your luggage. Don't bring it through don't bring it through security at the port.
They don't like them.
They will confiscate your rotary cutter and your iron at port. And you may or may not get it back when you get back. Okay. So that's we had people who got their stuff confiscated on the last cruise.
No,
They gave it back, but one person didn't get theirs, I heard. Because they couldn't find it or something like that. I don't know.
Seam rippers are fine.
Seam rippers are fine. Seam rippers. Y'all, I carried 45 seam rippers through security in Tampa. Is that where we were? Where were we? Yeah, we were in Tampa. And I got 45 seam rippers through security in the suitcase he has them in. Is the cruise sold out? George Ellen, I don't believe so. The first one is, the second one is not. So the first one is going to be like, a quilt festival where you've got different rooms you can go to and you can learn different things. You'll have different classes in each room. So I'll be teaching Snapplique in one of those. Which week is everyone doing the cruise? You're doing the second one. I'll be on both. So there is a way solo travelers to attend the cruises. Oh, Jamie can help set you up with a roomie, Dave. But yeah, I know. You never know.
I gotta sleep with Becky.
Keith says I gotta sleep with Becky. I'm usually long asleep by the time he rolls in. I have to get up in the morning, go to work, right?
I don't.
Lots of fun, good times. Getting all these done. Yeah, you guys, I'm do a hashtag Power Tools and a thumbs up while you're at it. You're sitting there doing nothing. So if you wouldn't mind, please, I'd appreciate that. And subscribe too. Consider subscribing. That helps the channel a lot.
I'm wearing my Colorado hat, y'all. One of y'all gave me.
Yeah, he's been wearing that. The subscriber count helps a lot because it helps Google to see what you guys are watching, and then it recommends the channel to other quilters when they're watching. Do I have a cheat sheet? A cheat sheet for Snapplique?
Wait.
In our Facebook group, there are a lot of instructions for brilliance and for, I think there's one for Floriani, maybe. They're out there. They are definitely out there. Okay. Let me put this on here. So they are available. Does Keith wear the Virginia hat? Yes, Sandra, he does. I don't think it's in the bus. I don't think it's on this trip. He wears it at home all the time. Yes. Thank you for that. That's very nice. Oh, really? You're on she's on the first cruise. Your name slipped by with a roomie she met here on Power Tools with Thread. That's nice. Is Florida chilly today, Janet? Welcome. Yeah, I'm giving away a charm pack and a hashtag Power Tools, giving away a charm pack. I don't know which one, and a Villa Rosa Designs pattern for a charm pack. Thank you, Betsy, for your super sticker. That's very nice. Well, you're welcome. I appreciate what you guys do for me. I love it. Give me purpose. Get up in the morning, get my face on, get moving. I love it. Whenever it's Saturday or Sunday, while I appreciate the break, sometimes I feel like half the day's gone when I get out of bed at 8. Oh, my goodness. All right. Yeah, Floriani is a digitizing software. You can do it in Artista. You can do it in Floriani. You can do it in just about any of them. But it's easiest in Brilliance. What time is it where I am? I'm on Central Time. Oh, Joanne, yeah, I'm on Central Time. So it's almost 8 a.m. Central. Let's see. I think I'm moving along just fine here. I think you're 6 hours ahead of me, I believe, Joanne. I know. I love the extra room, too. Our very first little RV was a 26-foot bumper pull. We bought that back in 2002. We'd just gotten married. And we took that thing all over the place. Loved it. It had one little slide. And we had 2 smaller dogs. And I don't know how we squoze in there. I think we were both a lot skinnier back then. I think we were skinnier. So we bought this when we had Harley and Blue, and they were bigger dogs. And Fredo's she's not too big, so it's not too bad. So, all right. Look at this. I'm getting 3 of the blocks done anyway. The 4th one, I've got the wrong pink fabric in the pile. I have plenty of extra fabric at home, so it's not a big deal. I can get that. Uh-oh. Don't be folding up that little corner under the foot. I don't like that. Over that seam. There we go. And then pull the pin. When I pin at a 45-degree angle, it gives me room to stitch over the seam to lock it together without having to sew over a pin. And I like that. All right, this is moving right along. Does Fredo sleep with us? No, I do not like animals in the bed. Not at all. Keith would probably let her, but I don't. When we had cats, I kept the bedroom doors closed. I don't like, I'm too light of a sleeper. They wake me up. I can't have it. And Harley, we had to have her sleep in another room in a crate. She snored like a train. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. I could have never slept with her. Fredo does not snore. So she sleeps out here in the living room. She can sleep wherever she wants, but she's not in the bed. Don't do that. You can't see what I'm sewing. Sorry. I'm just nesting these little blocks together. I'm sewing 9 patches right now to make snowballs. Snowball blocks. There's 27 of them in this pattern. Okay, so I've got 3 pins on each one of these to hold together the nesting at a 45-degree angle, and then the one at the bottom to hold it straight. And I'm using the 1/4-inch guide on the tape that's on the bed of my machine. Pull that pin to keep my 1/4-inch seam straight. Use a pin. That little sometimes a corner, you know, it'll want to flip backwards. These little corners flip backwards. I don't like that, so I use the pin to get in there and straighten that out. Oh, I need it to get over that seam line. There we go. And I can pull it. Okay. All right. So here's one of the 9 patches. That turned out great, right? Looks really good. So very nice. That turned out real pretty. And then here is the second one. And that one turned out real pretty. All the corners are nested. Nice. See that? Very pretty. That method works so well, you guys. If you're an embroiderer and not a quilter, I've got a very detailed and up close and personal video on how to nest seams. And that's one of the most important things you can learn as a quilter. It's a basic skill of nesting seams. And oh, what do I do with my iron? I'm going to turn my iron on. Oh. I ordered that TV tray for my ironing stand that you guys suggested. It's, gosh, it was expensive. But it folds up super small, which is what I need for this motorhome. Because I can't have something with legs sticking up everywhere. But I got it. It's going to be delivered at the house on Sunday. Let me get this plugged in. Those darn grounded cords. I hate them. Make you want to grind off that end so it fits no matter what way. Okay, so I've got my Tula Pink little iron here. Get that turned on with this little headlight. Right. And the silicone base, it comes on. And I've got a Steady Betty that it is on. I don't use the Woolly Betty side. It stinks. Don't care for it. Not a fan of Woolly Betties. What TV tray? I'll put it in my Amazon store. I didn't do that yet because I haven't tried it. But I needed to get something to be a little bit higher here for my ironing stand. Oh my gosh, our hour's up already, you guys. My goodness. Okay, let's do the giveaway. Last call, hashtag Power Tools. Okay. I like this Tula iron too. It's pretty nice. Very nice. So, hashtag Power Tools for a charm pack and a Villa Rosa Designs pattern, 4 charm packs. Okay, US shipping only, please. Okay, I got my little Q-tip here. I'm just going to put this on. Mash it down. This seems to work fairly well. I want to get these nice and flat before I put my snowballs on. Okay, I don't know which charm pack because I don't have it here. My husband's app just went off to tell him it's time to put a patch on. I have that go off every day at 8 a.m. Okay. Here we go. I'll show you guys how flat this turns out. You could see that it had all kinds of, right? It was all everywhere. And then you press it and you get this nice flat. Look how flat that is. Isn't that nice? That turned out beautiful. Yep. Pretty, pretty. Love it. Makes me happy. All right, let's do our drawing, shall we? Let's see where we're at. 780. Awesome, awesome. Love it, you guys. I love giveaway Fridays. These are so fun. Let's share screen. Okay, and share and draw. Let's see who's gonna get it. Let's see who's gonna get it.
I'm hungry.
I hate it when it's your last, when you're the one. Joanne, Simone, or Simon, whichever it is. Congratulations, Joanne. That's wonderful. Send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com. And I will get that in the mail to you next week when we are home. Also, if you guys ordered from our store site, I apologize. Obviously, we're not home, so I will get your products out in the mail to you. We'll get them all packed up and ready to go on Sunday. Hopefully, Sunday. Hopefully, we're home Sunday. We'll do them Monday, so I'll get them in the mail on Monday, okay? Well, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. Joanne, send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com with your mailing address so I can get it in the mail to you. All right. A lot of fun, you guys. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. I appreciate that. Leave me a comment below the video and let me know what you're going to be working on this weekend. I love knowing what you guys are up to. All right. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Love y'all. Go sew something. Bye.